today I just want to share my heart with you with what the Lord has been speaking to me lately. And I've been meditating again on Matthew and just reading the things that Jesus did, just reading all the parables and how Jesus healed the sick and all those things. But what captured my attention as I read the book of Matthew again is how Jesus would always withdrew himself from the crowd, and he would privately go to a secret place. Like in Matthew chapter 14 verse 13, it says that there, when Jesus heard what had happened, he withdrew by boat privately to a solitary place. And then as we move forward in verse 22 or 23, it says, after he had dismissed them, he went up on a mountainside by himself to pray. Later that night, he was there alone. It's just so amazing how Jesus knew the importance of being alone with the Father. And I feel like, a lot of times, especially when you're a minister or you have so many ministry, we cannot help but be around so many people and just to minister to them, just to share whatever the Lord has placed in our hearts. But here we can see how Jesus values his secret place with the Father, how he values this alone time with him. Recently, I just came back from a mission trip in Davao City here in the Philippines, and we have when you're on a mission trip, it's a very, very busy week, or however long you will be there for the missions. And there are times that your time with the Lord will be affected, just because you need to prepare so many things. You need to meet with the team and maybe your host and stuff. But the Lord highlighted how important it is to consecrate yourself, to withdraw from the crowd and just be with the Father, just be with Jesus. And as we meditate on this, what I read in verse 13 there, the following verses, it says in verse 14, when Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. And we could see here often after Jesus consecrated himself and set himself apart and withdraw from the crowd, we could see how miracle happened. We could see Jesus did so many great things. He healed everyone. It says he had compassion on people and he healed their sick. He healed them all. Can you imagine how many people were sick that were healed? Can you imagine all the supernatural healings that happened just because Jesus valued not just the crowd, not the crowd that was looking for him, but he values the presence of the Father. He values his time with the Father, that gave him the compassion to love others the way the Father loves them. And so Jesus healed them all. And I can imagine, if all of us will be so focused on the presence of God and so focused on spending time with him alone, that we would bear much fruit rather than just spending more time with other people. The fruit will be so easy when we are connected to the vine. It says in his word in John 15 that he is the vine and we are the branches, and he that abide in him will bear much fruit. So today I just want to encourage you with that. On the mission trip, we did so many things and stuff, but every day we would make sure that we have our own devotion, and we will have a team devotion, and we will just seek the face of God. I remember this one time we were just in this location, and even our host said we will just receive, and we just worship and we prayed and we received from the Lord. And that evening the Holy Spirit moved powerfully in that place and just touched so many people and really healed so many, not only the physical but also the emotional healing that everyone needs. It's just wild to see how Jesus would move. But it is very important that we are so connected with the Father, that we are so connected to the Holy Spirit, so that we would hear his voice whenever he gives us instruction, whenever he gives us promptings. So today I just want to encourage you to value that that secret place with Jesus, that we would learn how to withdraw from the crowd, that we would learn how to set healthy boundaries, that we would learn to just go to a secret place. It could be your room, it could be anywhere, as long as you're with Jesus. Just spend time there, and you will see how much you would bear fruit, how much fruit you would bear when you are so connected with the Father. So I just want to bless you with that. Have a good one today.